Okay, so there's quite a few things to do. Let's start by creating our face node. So var face node is equal to an scn node. So we need to detect when ARKit will understand that there is a face visible, and when this happens, ARKit is going to add an anchor for it, and we can obviously render the node that we want, which is going to be our face node, for the AR face anchor that ARKit is going to create for us. Okay, so if we look for our good old did add node for anchor, and in here we can make sure that this anchor here is a face anchor, right? So guard let face anchor equals anchor as AR face anchor. Otherwise, we're not interested, so just return. Cool. Now, if it is a face anchor, obviously what we can do is to add to this node that's been created. So add child node, and our child node is going to be our face node. Okay, great. Now the face node right now is nothing. There's no geometry or anything. So let's here, if we go to our ship.scn, I can rename this face.scn. Here I can remove the ship mesh, rename this face, and in here what I'm going to do is to add a box like so, and this box is going to be a 30 centimeter cube, so 30, oops, so 0.3 meters everywhere, and I'm going to make those corners rounded, so the chamfer radius is, how about a 0.1? That's maybe a bit too much, so yeah, I guess 0.6 wasn't too bad. Okay, just for visibility, I'm going to change the background to a procedural sky, and I'm going to make this dark like that. Okay, looking good. Now we have a default lighting, default light, which is really just in Xcode, to be fair. So what we can do is to just go back quickly in here and add enable, so scene view enable, auto enables default lighting, that's the one, equals true, so that's going to manage the default lighting for us. Okay, let's go back to our face, and I'm going to put this in here, and that's going to be my head. So if we go back to the view controller, we can now reference, so we can say that our face node is equal to, so scn scene, and we are going to pass our art.scn assets / face.scn. We are 100% sure of it. Dot root node, oops, not override var, what was that? Dot root node, and actually I'm going to just pass the first child node, which is my face, basically here. Let's just go back in here. So we have the root node, obviously that's everything here, and the first in the hierarchy of our root node, our very first node is this face, right? So this is what we want to call in here. So root node child nodes, and here I'm going to pass the first one. I could also pass a child node named face. It could look for the face node altogether. So named, and now hopefully Xcode will be happy with this line of code, but I can't be so sure. I'm going to go back and look at this as well. Okay, build succeeded. So our face node has been now is referencing the face that we created, which is really just a cube. And our face anchor. So yeah, I guess the guard let here works, but actually we could do probably an if let, and instead that's probably going to work better. So if it's an AR anchor, then we will do some code, otherwise we are not going to bother at all. That's probably, we were not using face anchor really, so yeah, it's never been used actually. So yeah, actually let's go back one way even further. So if our anchor is a face anchor, and that's all we need now. See, even simpler, and Xcode is now happy with us. Great. Let me run this. Okay, this is working. For some reason, enables default lighting doesn't seem to be working right now. I'm not sure why, but hey, there we go. This is my face, and we have this cube instead of my face, right? As I move, if it can see my face, obviously if I do this, it can't see my face, it can't recognize it. As I move, it goes back, and every time we have this did add method that adds this cube in front of my face. Excellent. Now, oh yeah, I think we can see some bit of, yeah, okay. There's a bit of shadows there, but anyway, don't worry about this. What we want to do now is to remove completely all this feed here of video. So I'm going to keep the background that we created, the sky background that we created in our face.scn, and I'm going to pass this as the background here. So all we can see really is all completely digital. Let's have a look at how we can do that in code. So if I come back here in my view did load, so our scene views scene.background, and it's got contents, and that's basically right now this is the live video feed from ARKit, obviously, but what we want to get is this scene that we created here that has a background and contents, which is the sky that we created. Okay, so let's just run this quickly. All right, so as you can see, we still have my face, but now if I take the phone and look down or up or even rotate, but you can't really tell that I'm rotating, yeah, we just have this background that we can reuse from the scene editor. Very cool, very nice. Let's now add some eyes and mouth and brows as well to our face, so we can start to animate live as I'm talking, closing my eyes, etc.